Just wondering, because you've spoken about attacking options being one of the things you're really looking to do and to bring in. With Winnall and Nui performing so effectively at Leeds, has that taken the pressure off a little bit somewhat in terms of getting something done soon?
No, I think my job is to always want to try and progress, and like I said, if there are options where we can help the squad already and add to it, and that's going to contribute to it, obviously with Fletch changed that dynamic a little bit more with him being out for a sustained period. Of course we need to recruit, and I said it before, in those attacking areas, but it will only be someone I feel that can help us. So it's not easy. We're in a market that's not easy. We're in a market that's really competitive. The type of loan market that you're in a situation which, you have a number of clubs going for the same target. So there's a lot of things that go into it. It's not just straightforward, we would like that player and he can come and away we go. So, but I leave that side of it to the club to do those negotiations and push that down the line. And hopefully, like I said, we can get one over the line very soon.
Forestieri and Palmer back in training this week, is that right?
No, back on the grass. So joined in parts of the training, but they won't really be. Fernando probably back in full training next week, and Liam hopefully next week as well.
And given that's been a while, back in full training doesn't necessarily mean ready for next weekend.
No, it's a case then of I think probably more for Fernando, who's been out for a longer period, will need some conditioning work to go with that. Liam, who's not been out such a long period, will not need so much, but still will need a certain amount of period to get back into the fitness and conditioning side of it. But again, that's, I think, you just assess. There's always a programme in place as they've been following, and then that process will take place once they're back on the grass.
And just coming out of the Leeds game, you spoke about battered and bruised bodies. Urigidi came off. Berner looked to be struggling towards the end. Are they okay for this
everyone's
weekend?
Fine. Everything else is as it was. Everyone's been fully training all week and preparing for this game ahead.
And in terms of the performance from Leeds and from Brighton as well, do you feel something has kind of clicked with the players post-Christmas that they've got it in terms of what you want?
No, I think it changes week to week, but I think the biggest part was, I think it's clicking. I think it's more understanding of what you have to put into every single game. And I've said it many times, look how difficult this league is. It's the most physically and mentally demanding league in the world for sure. And we went for a really good period of clicking, 6 unbeaten, playing very well, performing well. Then we had a bad week. But then it's the mentality to respond, and that's really what I'm looking for. So it's not about clicking or anything like that. It's good that it's been good performances. I can see why it would look like that, but all those things should give them confidence and belief. But I think it was more a realisation, understanding of what had been said after those 3 games of what we need to show on a football pitch, regardless of tactics and performances, what comes from within as a team, individually and as a team, from the heart, and what needs to be seen from our fans, what our fans want to see from a football team, regardless whether you win or lose. And that is everything that you've got, your 100%, your full commitment. And I think that's really what's shown in these last 2 games. I think performance-wise and some of the football and structure and all those things have been seen in all the other games or games before when we've won games and been in a good phase. But really it was more about an understanding from the team of what needs to be put there before anything else from a football team, and we've got that in the last 2 games.
Let's talk about Blackburn, because they've struggled a few for the last few weeks, but it was a game up at Ewood Park where you thought you'd had it won and it wasn't quite there. So what did you take from that afternoon?
No, exactly that. It shows you, and also you've seen it now. We're seeing it all the way through the season. I think it was only a couple of weeks ago. I think Blackburn have won 5 games in a row on a really good winning run, and all of a sudden you have a bad couple of weeks, and but you're seeing that across the board. Every single team's going through it. We had a bad week. We had 3 games in that week, and we got punished for it. So I don't think you really take what was before in the other games. There's certain elements, of course, some similarities that will be there in terms of preparation wise, but we talked about it. We conceded late goals in that period, but then you look at last Saturday and we're the ones that scored the late goals. Do you know what I mean? It's like it goes that way, and we just have to prepare for what we think Blackburn will do, and the best Blackburn that we think will turn up, and prepare ourselves to try and beat that. That's what we're focusing on.